Hello LinPRinPers, welcome back to another episode of Laraddiji's LinPRinP. If you're watching for the first time, I'm a Nigerian American lifestyle vlogger who loves living a peaceful life, and I love talking about situations we might find ourselves in that need peaceful endings. It's the hair section of this channel, hair and internal reactions, and for this episode I'm going to try and flat iron my hair, my short hair. Today I'll see if I can manage to flat iron it, just to give me a different look. I don't know if it's going to look nice, but you know what? We're going to try it once and see what happens. And while we do that, I'm going to discuss a topic that's very important, especially if you've been watching the news and you heard about what happened in Texas recently, in Uvalde, Texas, about the kids and the teachers that were killed by an 18-year-old gunman. So we're going to talk about it today and see what we can, see the type of lessons we can learn from this situation that recently happened. All right, so I know I definitely do not have 4C hair, which is, you can kind of tell from the texture. It's soft, it's curly. And I'm gonna comb it out so you can kind of see how it looks like. I have my mirror here, so I'm looking at my mirror. All right, so some tangles in there. I was actually trying to go for a mohawk kind of hairstyle, and it's been over 6 weeks now and it's grown a lot. And I decided to do this short hair. I decided to cut my hair the beginning of this year to help in my weight loss journey, because I wasn't about to be doing jumping jacks and my braids are going all over the place. It's very distracting and annoying sometimes. So that's why I decided to cut my hair. I'm giving myself a year or two with this hairstyle to get my weight in to a desirable weight for me. And so far we're working on it. At least I've taken a necessary step. All right, so now that I'm done with combing my hair, all right, this is what we're looking like. Oh my gosh, it's like, I don't know, the texture is like kind of like cotton candy texture. I can kind of stick my hand in it. All right, so now I have a regular flat iron that I've been using, but it was just too big, and honestly I haven't used it before. This was when I had long hair and I was so busy doing protective styles that I rarely flat ironed my hair. So I don't think I've even taken it. I think I took it out once. I haven't used it. So I needed something smaller. So I couldn't use this one. That's why I got this one, and I'm going to take it out right now. Turvilix. I got it off Amazon. Let's see. So this is what it comes in. I haven't heard of this. Before, Turvilix. Let's see why I picked it. All right, so basically I was going to need a flat iron that can handle short hair. So I don't even know how I'm going to section this hair, but we'll figure it out. All right, so talking about what happened recently in Texas, Uvalde, Texas, which is a very sad occurrence, and it's been really crazy seeing what's going on with politics and how they are trying to handle this situation. Oh, maybe I have to turn it on first. All right, so even though it was showing off on here, I still had to press the on button. All right, so I pressed the power button, so now it's going up Okay, it's getting hot now. Ooh, just broke myself. And it's going to 3. Okay, and I hope you can hear that. I think I'm going to start with 300 degrees. Okay, so 300 degrees, right? So as I was talking about, it's kind of sad what's going on with politics, trying to figure out, when something like this happens, they always look for someone to blame. And it looks like they're blaming the security personnel of the school, which is so sad. And from what I heard that they were talking about is that they should have been the first line of defense. They shouldn't have let the guy make that much damage. Basically, you see anything happening? I think I see a little bit of something. All right, so it's making it softer. I do have a blow dry, but I don't think it would have done anything really. And my hair has some lotion in it. But going back to what I was talking about, it looks like they are kind of blaming the security personnel of the school, that they should have been able to prevent him from coming into the school, so that at least prevent the type of damage that he was able to do. Another thing that surprised me was one of the testimonies. I think one of the dad was talking about that he was bullied. He said he was bullied a lot about his clothes. He was bullied about his clothes. When I heard on the first news about what happened, they said that the boy hurt his grandma. So I was like, okay, wait. I always talk about peaceful living in all aspects of living life, right? So I always start with physical and spiritual and academics, your finances, socially. And in this case, I realized that the most important thing was this was something physical for the boy, right? So let's say he was being bullied, right? I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but you guys, you have to bear with me with doing this hair. I'm going to try and start from the front so you guys can see what progress I'm going to try and make today. So immediately that was a red flag for me, because when you're hurt psychologically, anything can happen. When you're hurt psychologically, you're not thinking right. You're not thinking straight. You are not thinking sometimes. So the mom was saying, oh, he has his reasons for doing what he did. There are other things he could have done. Even if someone was bullying him, there are so many other things he could have done that he did not do, obviously. And definitely that abuse was a eye-opening thing for me, especially because I was like, you see, when things happen psychologically, it takes away everything normal out of your head. And who knows why he was living with the grandmother in the first place? Something must have been going on with the mom or the dad. Maybe he wasn't living with them, or if he was living with them, there was some issues. From the news, it said the dad and the mom were not living together. The dad was not living with them because he was always working away. So there was some instability already in the house. And I always say, us parents have a lot of work to do, because it definitely starts with us. It starts with the parents. If you get it right as a parent, then at least your child has a chance in the community. But once something is wrong at home, and I kind of blame the American system for this, because the dad has to work, the mom has to work, nobody is really monitoring what the child is doing, and then they are left to social media. They are looking at all these crazy things online, and of course you can't even begin the amount of damage that social media can do on the life of a young boy. So when he turned 18, the only thing he could think of was to take a gun and which is so unfortunate. The other thing is, how do we prevent this from happening again? So bullying because of what he was wearing, and then we don't even know what's true anymore. Another source said that they took his phone away or something. This generation don't know how to process. They don't know how to process stress. Like me, when I'm stressed out, I shut down. I go in my room. I take a nap. When I'm stressed out, I just want everybody to leave me alone. This generation doesn't know how to. They don't know how to handle stress. And especially when you have that power of getting a gun. When they are stressed out, they just want to kill everybody. And they've been exposed to video games. They think the way to handle stress is get rid of the stress, literally. What was I thinking in my head was going to happen with this hair in my mind? And the thing is, when you see that someone come to school, come into work with a crazy hairstyle, and you want to say something, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Don't you think they look in the mirror before they went to school? You don't think they know that their clothes are raggedy before you now say, oh, your clothes raggedy? Oh, like, do we need you? We don't need you. Okay? Thank you. And the thing is, in this high school dealt with me. When I first came into this country, I was using my mom's shoes. Oh my goodness. If not because I already had thick skin coming from Nigeria, I was like, yeah, whatever. I didn't say anything. I just kept things to myself. And yes, you will say, oh, that's not good. You shouldn't keep things to yourself. But trust me, it got me through high school. And that's all that mattered to me. They'll say, I was using my mom's shoes then. I don't even know why I didn't get new shoes. I was using my mom's shoes and I was size 7.5 and I was using almost size 9. So you can just imagine what my feet looked like in that 9 point, almost, I think size 9. Let me increase it a little bit so we can start frying. Okay, I think I should do 350. Let me not fry my hair. The kids of nowadays, they feel so entitled and they think they can get away with a lot of things. And we have to be careful how much time they're spending online, how much time they're spending playing video games. I don't know, what is this for? I don't even know what type of hair is this is this meant for, because I don't know. Okay. So when you see, basically when you see someone, okay, he's not dressed right, you can even ask them if they need assistance, if they need help. Is everything okay? That's simple. Is everything okay at home? Is everything okay? Is everything okay? Can mean a lot to someone you don't even know, right? But instead, kids will bully these people, and at the end of the day, they'll say, "Oh, it's mental health. Oh, he's crazy." That's what they're going to say at the end of the day. But what made that person go crazy? You're not going to say, "Oh, it's what I said." All right, so it's actually getting softer. I'm going to let it glow. I'm going to let it grow out a little bit more. But imagine someone seeing me out now, and then they said something bad about this hair, even though I know it's really bad. How would it feel? A lot of the things we say to each other can make or break someone, especially you don't know the type of personality that they have. If they're the type of people that can take that information and throw it in the garbage. But if you say something bad to someone that doesn't know how to process that information, it stays on in their mind for a long time. They're thinking, oh my goodness, this person hates me. Oh my goodness, this person doesn't like me. And they start thinking the worst they start thinking the worst of people. They start thinking the worst of that person. And, that can only lead to negative outcomes. And the thing is, you never know. We sometimes are not privy to what happens before. What happens after is what we are left with. We don't know what this boy has been going through. We don't know what this boy has been complaining to his family members about. We don't know all this. But what happens, the aftermath, the after effect is what we see, unfortunately. So I think from a peaceful living point of view, I just wanted to remind us to be careful of what we say to people. If it's going to be something negative, unless it's something that's going to save this person's life. All right, you see someone has a knife and they say they're going to hurt someone, then by all means, say everything you can to prevent, somebody from getting hurt. But if it's going to be about somebody's appearance, if it's going to be somebody's look, if it's going to be something that someone cannot change, if it's going to be something about something that person cannot change in one day, then don't even say it. Keep it to yourself. Keep your comment to yourself. Keep your thing, whatever, to yourself. Unless if it's to help that person. Because if you say something nice, imagine if someone comes to you now and be like, wow, you look so beautiful today. Like, oh my goodness. You look so cute today. Even with this hairstyle, you look so cute today. How many times I'm going to be thinking about that all day? Like, oh my gosh, this person said I'm so beautiful. This person said I'm beautiful. You too, you even go into the bathroom, you go and look at yourself like, for real? Me? I'm beautiful? Yes, fine. I know I'm beautiful, but when someone tells you, it leaves a very... I don't know how to explain it. It leaves something positive in your mind. Even if you were thinking about something negative that day, that one comment can erase that immediately. That's why giving compliments is something good for the person giving a compliment and for the person receiving the compliment. I'm not the type of person that gives compliments. But I have to learn, because you'd never know. You don't know. It can go a long way in someone that's experiencing depression, anxiety. It just gives them a little bit of hope, that there's hope in the world, and that's what we need right now, especially in this time of, we still have the effects of pandemic. We still have war, we still have people going through a war right now. Why should we be negative to each other? Why should we be negative to each other? This is the worst time to be negative to anybody. Should be a crime to be pointing out someone's inadequacies at this time. It should be a crime, honestly. All right, I'm determined to make this work. At least to get something out of this look. There are people that have shorter hair than me and they make it work. So we shall make it work. The only good thing is I think it helps when somebody else is doing it for you. They have a better view of what they're doing. Me is all what I see that I can do. I just wasn't ready to do the same old thing again, so we're trying this. We're trying this out. We shall make it work. We are determined to make this work. If you have any suggestions for me to try next for this hair, because God help me, I'll just go and cut it. I'll just go and cut it off. Honestly, I would say I do miss my long hair, even though, short hair, long hair, you know what? They are all troublesome to maintain. The people that are enjoying, the people that don't even deal with it at all, just cut it off. They're the ones enjoying. Why even have hair? I was actually going to cut it, like shape it down a couple of days ago, and the barber wasn't there. I was so disappointed. So I was like, you know what? We need to start thinking of other ways to maintain this hair. I do not miss flattening my hair, because I remember those days. That's all I used to do. I need to burn my ear. Oh, the top of my hair. It just burns my hair now. Ouch. It will burn the top of my hair. Like, man, that is not fun. All right. I think I'm just going to put some hair gel on this and call it a day. I don't think I can get it to look better than this. Okay. I thought it was looking a little bit better. But, all right. We're just going to have to manage this. I look like an old lady. All right, let me do this last part, and that is it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go shape it up. Nope, I'm not going to deal with this. I am definitely going to go shape it up. One other thing that I'm going to say is to keep our kids engaged physically, not just online. A lot of these kids today are very virtual. They are virtually what's the word? They are virtually present, but they're not present physically. So they feel, and if you are invested, I feel like if you are invested too much in the virtual world, the real life will start to become virtual, and then the real life will start feeling fake, while the virtual will feel like real to them. So if you are the type of person that's playing video games all the time, after a while, real life is going to be boring to you. Real life will start becoming like virtual for you. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So it's very important that we invest physically, invest socially, invest face to face. That's why sometimes I hate sending emails, because I want to see you face to face and tell you what I'm going through. And I don't have time. I can text, but sometimes I just, especially personal things, happy birthday, things like that. I want to tell you face to face. I don't want to tell you just happy birthday, no feelings, no emotions. Yes, emoticons are there, emojis are there, but they can only convey so much. So I like to do things face to face, and I think that's one of the things our kids of now today don't have. It feels so soft. It feels softer. My hands are running through them right now, but all right, I don't think I'm going to manipulate it anymore. Let's just leave it as is. If you have any positive comments, please make them in the comment section. If you don't have any positive comments, please don't leave them. This was definitely a fail, and I'll be going to my barber's salon to fix it. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's turn this off. I don't know, in my mind it looked much better, but at least I've tried it now. I won't try it again. All right, so this is it. Or maybe if I put some gel. Should I put gel? Gel makes my hair too soft. I look like an old lady. Yeah, this is definitely a fail. Whose look was I going for here? Which hairstyle? Have you seen this hairstyle on anybody? I was trying to go for maybe Halle Berry's look. I don't know how these people with short hair, how do they manage it? This is not working. I like right here. The parting looks so good. Okay. I think once I accessorize and I put my makeup on, it should be fine. All right, the back is going to be, nappy as crazy. But I'm going to fix it. I'm going to get my hairstylist and chop it off. I can't deal with it. So anyway, you guys, if you've learned anything from today's episode, I believe it's to stop bullying. There's so many forms of bullying right now. Most of them social media bullying. I want to say that physical bullying is kind of low at this time. It's more social media. It's more in schools, high schools. It's more in middle schools. People have something to say and they don't have any filter on what they want to say, and they don't care about what they say afterwards. And people go home and they're thinking on these things and they are upset. They don't know who to talk to. They don't know how to go about talking about it. I remember when I was a teenager, those times are very, very tough, and it's easy for kids to feel like they are depressed, feel like they have the world on their shoulders, feel like they don't have anyone to talk to, especially how awkward they look, especially how they are still trying to figure out their way in the world. And it can be so sad for them, especially when they don't have anyone to talk to. So please, let's just be cognizant of what's happening around us. If you have teenagers around you, if you have cousins, if you are an auntie, an uncle, a parent, a mom, a dad, you have to pay extra attention to your teenagers who are at home, who are around you. There's so many ways that this could have been, avoided. There's so many ways that this could have been handled up until the point when he went into that class and did all that he did. Our hearts are with those parents that have lost, those little ones. But I want you to know that God knows everything. God has a very, very, very big purpose for things like this, especially for their souls. My channel is all about living in peace, to resting in peace. And I do believe that those souls are resting in peace right now. We always say rest in peace. Do we really know who is really resting in peace? And this is the reason why I started this channel. Who do we know? How do we really know who's resting in peace? We hope that those lives are resting in peace right now. And we hope and pray that God's plan, God's purpose for their lives, for their souls, will be realized. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you've learned anything, and if you think I missed anything, definitely leave a comment in the section. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And at the end of the day, like I always say, let's love our neighbors as ourselves. And remember, to rest in peace, we have to be living in peace. Stay blessed. You see me in my next one. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one. You see me in my next one. Bye.